Hey guys, in this one-on-one review, I wanted to talk to you guys about the web hosting itself. Is it any good or not? Or should you just, try another web host to create your next website? Perhaps you saw a ad online, maybe somebody told you about them, and you're curious to see if you should create your next website with them or not. I'm Wally with learningnet.com, and if you're new here to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way, any future videos that I put up, you guys will be sure to receive them. I also want to state off back before I get into this one-on-one web hosting review that I am not an affiliate of this company. I don't receive any compensation or pay or anything like that for doing this review. I'm doing this for you to help you to make a solid decision um, to determine if they're for you or not. And so, with that said, guys, let's get into this review. I'm going to talk about the web hosting itself. Doing a little research on one-on-one, they offer shared web hosting, VPS, dedicated hosting, WordPress hosting. You can get unlimited emails. I mean, they offer a lot of web hosting products that you can find just about anywhere. So there's nothing really unique off back that I can say that you'll find with one-on-one. Just saying that off back. Something that you will notice about their web hosting packages itself, just looking at the shared, is that they allow you to, for your very first year, to get started for $1. $1 a month, so it's $8, excuse me, $12 for the first year. And then for the following year, it bumps up to $8 a month. Now, with the plans itself, you do get a free domain, SSL certificates, which obviously are important due to Google's recent announcement about having them. They give you that with your packages as well. But you can see that with the three plans that they have, the business, the pro, and the expert, um, for me, I think, off back, just looking at this and based on like one experience that I had with a friend of mine who was hosting with him, he had like a e-commerce website where he was selling like shirts and mugs and things of that nature. And he had created it through one-on-one. And I'll just say up front that he's no longer with them due to some issues that he was having, not only with like billing, but just with the platform itself. But I mean, as you can see right here, with their shared, web hosting, the business pro and expert, the resources that they offer you for what they're charging, I think it's overpriced. Yes, you do get to host, starting off for $1 each month going forward for the first year. So, it'd be $12 for your first year, hosting with them. But of course, it would jump up to $8 a month, which I think that's, outrageous. It's way too expensive for what they're giving you. And here's why. If you think about the $8 price point that they have here, okay, pressing a year forward, this business plan, which is their beginner plan, it'll only allow you to host one website. 100 gigabytes of storage that you get with it. The free domain, as I mentioned before, to give you 25 email accounts, which is fine, along with the databases, but you can only host one website with that. Why is this a bad idea? Well, there's several web hosting companies that are out there that allow you to host one website for half that price. And I'll tell you about one of them that I recommend a little bit later on. But again, for $1 a month, yeah, you might say, okay, this is an awesome deal. It's great to get started. If you're probably on a tight budget, you're probably tempted with the idea of this attractive, offer, the $1 per month for the 12 months. It might sound attractive, but of course, it's just an introductory price that's super low. A lot of web hosting companies will offer that. And in this case, it's $1. It's very inexpensive, but again, it's going to bump up to $8, a year for. The same is true, with the Pro. The Pro, you can see they allow you to do it for 6 months for $1. Then it'll bump up to $10 a month. The Expert, 6 months, you can get it for $1 a month, then it'll bump up to $14 a month. So it's very, very expensive for what they're offering you. And for these price points, I mean, you should be, I think personally as a blogger, that you should be able to host unlimited websites, with that. And so I think that it's way too expensive for what they're offering you. You can get far better somewhere else. Along with the research that I was doing to deliver you guys this one-on-one web hosting review, I took the liberty of just searching online to see what other people think about them. Because I think that when you go online, or when you actually you're thinking about creating a website online, you want to see what other people think about them. Check out reviews online, and that way you can make a solid decision if it's for you or not. Obviously, if customers of one-on-one in the past have had like terrible experiences with customer service or uptime, what do you think you're going to expect? The same thing. You can't really expect differently if, the vast majority of reviews online for a company, a web hosting company, in this case, one-on-one, if they're negative, likely you'll get the same treatment. And that's what I found online. For example, on one website, Consumer Affairs, very reputable website, where you can find reviews on just about anything. You can see there over 100 customer reviews and complaints that are here. And just going through these in preparation for this one-on-one review, you should know that the vast majority of people that have left a review up here, they're all negative. You can see like one here that was left just recently, just yesterday. I mean, today is January 30th that I'm doing this one-on-one review. But just yesterday, someone said, what everyone is saying about them, about still taking your money, even though you cancel, is true. Then when they refund you money, they send you to collections. This company needs to be shut down. I see a huge class action lawsuit. This comment was just left yesterday. I'm doing this one-on-one web hosting review for you guys today, and it's January 30th. That's just one day, yesterday. And you can see again, there's just one star that they gave them. There's several complaints just like this. People talk about like the support or lack of support, unknowledgeable, representatives, people that, just don't respond well when, they have like problems with their web hosting. A lot of these complaints here, you can go through them if you want. I'll leave this link below in the descriptions portion as well. That way you guys can check it out if you want. But a lot of people complain about being sent to collections after canceling, their web hosting services. People complain also about, there was something else that I saw here before about like people going into like the overdrafts and having like problems like with their banks. Just a lot of questions, a lot of problems that people have had, with this company. And so do I recommend them as a web hosting company to create your website? Absolutely not. I do not. I cannot stand behind them. Again, I'm not an affiliate of one-on-one. I don't represent them. I don't use their web hosting services. I did have a friend of mine who did use them, and he had, so many issues with it. And so he stopped their web hosting services. And so I thought I would just look into it myself to see what is it that's, what's really behind this company, and why is it that people are having so many problems, with them. Obviously, if you're here, you're looking to create a website. This may be your new website, or perhaps you're thinking about like migrating your website from somewhere else, and you're wanting to know who should you go with. To answer that, I wanted you guys to check out who I trust. Over 1,900,000 people host with Siteground. I've been with Siteground to date. I want to say it's January is 12 months, going into my 13th month. So we're about to run into February of 2019. So it's 13 months solid that I've been with them. And I can't say enough about them. I mean, they're an amazing company. They have great uptime. They have really great customer service, both with chat or on by phone. I've called them and I've also used their chat service. They're amazing. The web hosting itself, the account that I have is one is called the Growbig account with their web hosting services. They have like three different shared hosting if that's what you're looking for that you can select from. There's the startup plan, the Grow Big, and then the Go Geek plan itself, which is really designed for people that have high volumes of traffic itself. If you're getting started today, you probably don't have a lot of traffic already. You're probably just starting from grade one, and it may be best for you to just get started with their startup plan, which is $395. As for me, I went with their Grow Big plan. It's like the second tier. And with that, that particular plan itself, the web hosting plan, it allows me to host unlimited websites itself. And so that's the reason why I have it as a blogger, because I can host unlimited websites with it. But if you're just getting started, you can probably just get going with the startup plan itself. It's really, really nice plan that allows you to host one website. And what I'll do for you guys is just leave a link below that'll help you to save up to 60% today with your web hosting. And you can get started using that link below. Just to take you on the inside a little bit, I pulled up my cPanel for Siteground. It looks like this. And so when you guys get started with it, you'll be able to create, your website itself. This is where all the action, happens with your website. You can add on like subdomains. You can add on like unlimited domains if you have like the Grow Big or Go Geek plan itself. You can do redirects. If you want to take like your domain that you purchased today, you can redirect it to like another website or another link itself. My particular website at learnernet.com, I have learnernet.com along with 10 other websites that are hosted under this very account. I've created them using WordPress, which you can see right here. There's some auto installers. And one of the things that I really like about Siteground is that if you're a total beginner with Siteground, what they'll do is they have like a starter guide where they'll take you step by step, from the very installation of your WordPress to the very creation of your website, helping you to install like themes, plugins, and everything. And so I stand behind Siteground 100%. They have very fast website page loads. I think on average, my websites load at about a second, which is amazing. They have really good security in place. In fact, there's a plugin that they'll download for you where they'll send you weekly updates of scans that they do on your website each and every day to block different like attacks from like hacking and stuff like that. And so you'll notice online as well that Siteground has nothing but positive reviews online. And so I'm definitely, happy with them. I've been with them, as I mentioned before. January is 12 months exact. We're running into February of 2019, so I'm running into my 13th month. And I look forward to hosting with them for the long haul, going forward. So I'm going to leave a link below for you guys. That way you can get started with Siteground today. Obviously, you came here because you wanted to know more about 1&1. And I wanted to give you guys an honest review about their web hosting services, not only based on what I see, but the different reviews and negative, comments that you find online. But, when you're creating a website, guys, you want to go with a web hosting company that is legit, has good customer reviews, customer feedback, and it's something that's reliable. You don't want to worry about a web hosting company going down, you know what I mean? Or like changing hands, or, you're having like frequent downtime periods or billing issues and, crazy stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that with SiteGround. I'm going to leave a link below for you guys. That way you can get started with them today. And I just wanted to share with you guys, what I personally recommend and why. Okay, so go ahead and get your website started today. If you have any questions at all about how to create your website or just questions in general about SiteGround, I'd be more than happy to, answer those for you guys. Just use a link that's right below. SiteGround does have a 30-day money-back guarantee with their, web hosting services itself. And so get started today by using the link below. If you've used one-in-one in the past or you're using it right now, I want you to leave your comments below in the comments area of this YouTube video, just to let me know what you guys personally think about their web hosting services. What has been your experience with them, with their customer service, with your website that you have up right now, and tell me why is it that you're switching today to SiteGround. All right, the link will be below for you guys to get started today. I'll see you guys in the next video. And as I mentioned before, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. You guys take care.